Happy Saturday, Penguin Village! Another week has come to an end, and that means it's time for another Soundtrack Saturday. This week's gonna be a little bit different because I won't be talking about just one game. Not really. I'll be breaking down songs from different games that Super Smash Bros Brawl did justice. As you probably know, but maybe you don't, the Super Smash Bros series has a habit of taking songs from the games its players' characters are from and remixing them into new themes for said characters. Brawl is no different, taking sometimes very old songs and updating them to what may very well be better versions. And we're gonna discuss those songs, so let's get into it. Super Mario Bros. Is the second game in the Mario series proper, being the successor to Mario Bros., released on the Nintendo Entertainment System in 1985, or 1987 for those of you guys in Europe. This game is no less than 35 years old. The underground theme, which was obviously used in levels that took place underground, is very well known in the gaming world. So, how does one take an iconic song and make it better? Simple. Being a song from the NES, the original is in that throwback 8-bit form. Need a refresher? Here's the original. What the Brawl version did was bring the song solidly into the modern era. And that isn't to say that the song hadn't been remixed before this. It's been redone a lot as the Mario series has progressed. The Brawl version retains a bit of that classic 8-bit charm while making it an upbeat bop that I have on more than one occasion done a shoulder roll to. For those of you not hip to the Luigis Mansion series, it's about Luigi's adventures as the Mushroom Kingdom's version of Ghostbusters. The original Luigi's Mansion, which was released on the GameCube in 2001, wasn't easy, nor was it lacking in the horror factor. Between the lights going out, the ghosts routinely popping up when you least expected them, and Luigi's anguished screams for his brother, it really was a great scary game for the Mario series. Its main theme plays throughout the entirety of the mansion, sometimes with Luigi humming along. It's a lot of deep string instruments that work really well at making the mansion sound as haunted as it quite frankly is. The Brawl version kicks this up to 11. The song starts out on a scare chord, plays the theme really quietly, then quickly picks up into an orchestrated piece that makes it seem like you're being actively chased. Not enough for you? Okay, add a freaky organ going crazy on the keys. Oh, still not enough for you? Let's throw in a ghostly chorus singing the theme along with the organ. Had enough now? No? Okay, let's hit you with one more round of bangs on a piano. Mean, really. Could you imagine this playing in the mansion? Absolutely not. So if you've seen the Soundtrack Saturday on Donkey Kong Country 2, you know that I love Sticker Brush Symphony, the music used for the unnecessarily difficult Bramble levels. The original is really soothing, which is an infuriating contrast to the brutal levels, one of which is called Bramble Blast, the namesake of this version of the song. Brawl completely redid this song. Gone are the simple beeps and boops of the original, replaced by strings in the back, an intro by an acoustic guitar, which then harmonizes with a beautifully played violin. The whole song is orchestrated and it's beautiful, but if that weren't enough, the song is made to be more upbeat with the addition of faster drums. Granted, this song could play in the original game and I'd probably still be losing my mind on the Bramble levels, but it sure is nice to listen to otherwise. The Twilight Princess episode of Soundtrack Saturday covers the game's version of Hyrule Field, which is truly so much fun to listen to as you adventure through the way vaster Hyrule Field. It was dynamic, changing its vibes slightly depending on what you were doing. Yet, the game's soundtrack fell short of being amazing simply because it was originally planned to be created with a live orchestra, but ended up being synthetic. Brawl makes up for that with this version of the song, delivering on the orchestrated take in spades. The whole thing is live orchestra, making an already impossibly heroic song even more valiant. and at the peak of the song, a chorus singing along. The Brawl version is everything the original could and should have been. Were Nintendo to come out with a Switch version of Twilight Princess, they'd basically be obligated to do the whole soundtrack in this manner, now that they've showed us that they can, and I will accept nothing less. King Dedede made his debut at the same time as Kirby in Kirby's Dream Land, which was released in 1991 on the original Game Boy. King Dedede's theme, because of the limits of the Game Boy, really didn't have much to it beyond the tune itself and rushed-sounding drums to make it seem like this was an important battle. That was 29 years ago, and technology has come a long, long way. Enter Brawl's take on the theme. Yes, it pays homage to the original by way of the basal tune still sounding a bit older, but the rest of it, totally updated. I'm talking an upbeat percussion. I'm talking how much was added onto the song. The tune gets played by so many different instruments. The synthetic tune, the horns, a piano, woodwind instruments. It's an epic theme that seems way more fit for the king, bird, penguin thing. And the way it gets used in introducing Dedede during Subspace Emissary, Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Pearl came out in 2006 for the Nintendo DS, and wow, what a soundtrack it had. Plenty of people will note the game's heavy use of piano in the OST, and that isn't any less true here. The song is basically a piano piece with a few extra instruments carrying the tune along, mostly different percussion instruments and a smidge of horns. The song is every bit as climactic as it needs to be, given it plays during your battle with the box legendaries of time and space. So, if the song is that great, what could Brawl possibly do to make it any better? This version sticks solidly to the use of a piano and follows the script of the original, but it updates the drums to be even more dramatic, adds the sound of rushing wind, and throws the theme of Spear Pillar itself into the middle of the song. So, now it's not just about the battle against Dialga or Palkia, it's also about the sacred location you happen to be battling at. And it's outstanding, while still sounding wholly like it belongs in the Pokemon universe. Plus it plays on the Spear Pillar stage in Brawl, where Dialga and Palkia can and will appear. With Mila's Divine Protection is a song from Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadows of Valentia. Now, I want to make one thing very, very clear here. The original version of this song is already pretty grand. It's already orchestrated, incorporating a ton of live instruments into the track, but Brawl managed to step it up a notch too. It took the very much medieval sounding song and gave it a bit of a Latin undertone, but not so much that you couldn't still attribute it to the Fire Emblem series. The Subspace Emissary story's adventure levels still feature a fair amount of fighting, and the song works well with the amount of battle you do while it plays. Plus, something about the parts of the song that are just the guitar and the drums are very atmospheric. It plays at the Battlefield Fortress, which is in a desert, so it just seems right to me. KK Slider has a discography that spans literally any genre of music you could possibly think of. This particular song is the perfect song to play when you're facing your rival in an illegal street race in the middle of the night, or really just speeding down the freeway in broad daylight, whichever one you prefer. The original song is relatively tame, given what it's meant to portray, but that's probably so people wouldn't get tired of hearing it in their house in Animal Crossing. Not the case in Brawl. It's way more epic. The new version replaces the sound of the countdown with the sound of a speeding car, before starting up with a lively group of horns. A harmonica, backed by drums, plays the principal tune of the song, before, surprise, KK Slider himself jumps into the lively track, singing his chart-topping nonsense lyrics. The original is a favorite for a lot of Animal Crossing players, but this? If you play Animal Crossing and love the original, you're gonna adore this tape. Okay, so anyone who knows me, or has seen a few videos on this channel, knows Sonic Adventure 2 is both my favorite Sonic game and my favorite game period. So, why in the world would I choose the first Sonic Adventures theme over Live and Learn when they're both in Brawl? Easy. Crush 40 put their foot into both of these songs, and for Live and Learn, I can't possibly see a way you could improve on it. I'm not embarrassed to say it either, you can come for my neck if you want. But there's one difference with Open Your Heart. Both songs are ported into Brawl basically untouched, but Open Your Heart is made to sound crisper. Way crisper than it was ever played in Sonic Adventure. That's it. That's the only difference. You can't hear the song in all its glory whilst fighting Perfect Chaos because you're too busy worrying about losing rings by way of the lasers being shot at you. And sure, you can hear it better in the ending credits, but Brawl lets you finally enjoy everything and makes this song so great whilst fighting. Fighting! There's a reason you can find a video of YouTube that plays this song on continuous loop for 10 whole hours. I really don't know if Nintendo knew of the masterpiece they had created when they composed this, and it's not even in a game. It's literally just the Me channel. I can't really explain to you what makes this song so good objectively, but for me, it can be played over almost any situation and make perfect sense. It's a meme. It spawned more remixes than I dare to count. One of those was done by Nintendo themselves through Brawl. They redid it with live instruments and added a steady samba-esque beat to it. That's it, it's like all they had to do. The song lends itself to being remixed, and though my favorite version of the song isn't even made by Nintendo, this is a satisfying take too. And just like that, another Soundtrack Saturday is in the books. What'd you guys think? Let me know down in the comments what's going on in your brain right now. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. If you're new here and you like what you saw, Falcon punch the like and subscribe buttons. Y'all have a great weekend, and until next time you guys, peace.